Hello and welcome to episode number 29 of Supercalifragilistic. Today we're going to talk about how to automatically grow your social reach online. My name is Christian Rauchenwald, and in this vlog I'm documenting my journey of building a $1 million company from scratch. Progress reports usually on Sunday episodes. They are named with progress 1, 2, 3 and so on. You cannot miss them. In the other episodes I talk about something else. Check out the other videos. Look at the title of the video and you should know roughly what the video is about. So let's get right to it. What do I mean by automate your social growth? It's like a lot of like the potential sales that you are going to make, or like referred affiliates and stuff like that, depending if you're in affiliate marketing or online sales, e-commerce, or whatever, are going to happen once you've build like up your image and people start following you, and you simply promote and mention to them what you consider is good for them, what they should do, which action they should take. They will see that it's working for you, and if you do your job right, they will understand that it can also work for them, and therefore building up a followership and also building up some social presence is really, really important. But it's like almost impossible considering that there is like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Quora, and some other places where you could be active to gain kind of a leadership status and show that you know what you're talking about, to get people who are interested, like your target audience, follow you. And if you were to do that on your own, you kind of would be looking at like a 24-hour a day job to just like be on these platforms, be active, share content, comment on content of others, follow other people so they see that you're actually honestly interested in what they are doing and not just like a selfish prick who just like shares like his successes and stuff like that. And it's really almost impossible, yeah. And like what most people do is at some point they hire social media managers who take care of that. But even a social media manager is kind of like, his day is also limited. He cannot do everything. And so another great way to get this done is by basically getting the help of some computer systems. Let's call it botting, meaning you use a piece of computer software which simply does certain tasks for you on daily basis. It starts with using a post scheduler, meaning instead of every day like, oh, now I have to post on Facebook and I have to post on Twitter and I have to post this, you can simply sit down once a week and schedule all your posts for the following week for like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and so on. And either you post the same stuff everywhere, or you tailor it really like to the platform, but you don't need to do it like on a daily basis to like figure out what can I post here, what can I post there, but you just like schedule a block of time to get this done once per week. You schedule all the posts in advance, so you know during the day or during the week, even if you have very busy days, you will still post stuff on those platforms. There will still be new content released by you on your Facebook platform, on your Facebook page. There may still be a new video release on YouTube and stuff like that, because you simply split up your days, or like only take one day to deal with the social media content, or part of one day. And it will be really great because while people will see you release new content or comment on their posts or help them out or stuff like that, they will also see that there is content published. And while some people obviously understand that you probably use either a social media manager or automation software, post scheduler or something, other people will simply see you or look at you as some kind of superhuman who gets all of this done and still manages to like post regular updates on social media. And so there it's like really like recommended to start using a post scheduler. There are a couple of them out there. I haven't used all of them yet. So I've tried Buffer, for example. At the moment we're using Social Pilot, for example, and each of them has like its ups and downs. Like one of them is easier to use, the other one supports more platforms, and obviously the pricing is different. Well, Buffer comes with a free plan that allows you to schedule up to 10 posts, which doesn't really help, because if you would have like 5 platforms, it would mean you basically could only schedule 2 posts per platform, like plan them in advance. So if you try to post 3 times per day, you would still have to post manually, because you could only plan 2 posts for each platform in advance. But if you would say like you only post 1 post per day for sure, Buffer would already help you for free to ensure that you only have to sit down every second day and figure out what to post the next 2 days. Yeah, so it will already help you like take off some pressure and bring some continuity into your like online activities, and so like your followers will get regular content. Obviously, you need them to watch like the statistics of each platform to figure out at which time to post best. But that's then like tweaking the whole posting machine. And once you see that it's working or that you're making some money, you can obviously upgrade Buffer to a paid plan. What I like about Buffer is like it's one of the platforms that has like posting to Instagram automated, so you don't need your phone anymore. It uses the business integration for it. Yeah. While as for example, Social Pilot has like a better pricing plan there. Even for $30 a month, you can support I think up to 50 social media accounts and schedule up to 200 posts. Yeah. While with Buffer, even on their first plan, you're still kind of limited. Yeah. So for example, we are currently using a mix. We post Instagram from Buffer and use the 10 scheduled posts that we have on the free plan just for one Instagram profile, which gives us like roughly 3 days of postings that we can plan in advance, depending on the project, of course. If you only post once, it gives you 10 days. And we use Social Pilot in a paid version to post to every other platform, because Social Pilot also supports to posting to Pinterest or into Facebook groups. Yeah. And what you can do, what I see, like, I'm not sure about it, but I suspect there are like some people, for example, in the ClickFunnels groups who really like do a lot and still regularly post stuff. And what's interesting is between their valuable posts, they always have posts. I would need to check the times if it's like always on the same time to like get some kind of confirmation. In between, they have then random posts like whatever, like what I noticed that when I listen to this kind of music, my productivity goes down. Like, what kind of music do you listen to and how does it affect you? It doesn't have anything to do with the topic. It's just some like post that enforces engagement, and it's really great because you plan those posts in advance. They will go to the Facebook groups, not to your Facebook groups, but to other Facebook groups where your target audience is hiding, where you try to build up an image, because they will see that you're active, that you're a conversation starter. They will check out your profile. They will see like what else you're doing, and some of them will sooner or later like buy your product or become your followers and so on. Yeah. So it's really a great way to do it like that. And you can do it would be a little bit obvious if you post the same thing into 10 different groups, but theoretically you could just join every group that has like remotely to do with your target audience and do it like that. While some people may be like you, members in multiple groups, a lot of people will only be a member in one group and will not even notice that you're doing it like that. And those are probably like the actual customers that you want to attract. So like using a social media scheduler like Social Pilot or Buffer is one of the great ways to automate all of this machinery, and it's like something you really need to look into. There's like Social Pilot also supports like a client situation where like you manage the account of other people, which is kind of great when you are a social media marketer. So your clients don't have to give you their passwords. They just like log in their client area, authenticate their profiles, and you can then work with them. There's also like workflows, so somebody can propose postings and you approve them and so on. Then there is other tools like Octosuite, which automate certain parts of it. Yeah, but it's like I have Octosuite, and it's great for like Facebook groups and stuff like that. But well, just check out the website and make your own opinion. For me personally, the point is like if you end up with 20 different tools, it's hard to like manage all of them. Yeah, so like I rather than at some point make the decision to live without some feature, but like keep it simple and have like one piece or two pieces of software to manage, and then having like a different system for everything. And then the second way, so that's like your post scheduler is like one piece of software that will get you out there, that will make sure even if you are, I don't know, on an appointment, sick in bed, or whatever it is that's keeping you from posting, because you took the time to pre-plan, your schedule is out there. So like while we're doing this for social media and we're still like improving the posting schedules and frequencies and stuff like that, yeah, the same would apply, for example, for YouTube videos. Theoretically, it would be better, and I know that, if I block one day a week and simply record the whole day videos and schedule them to be released throughout the week. So the rest of the week I don't have to like, okay, when will I find the time today to record my daily episode or something like that. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to try to like adjust my schedule a little bit to block a day out for just video recording. It's going to be a little weird when I then start sitting. So from time to time I do that I record 2 videos in a row or something. Yeah. But it's going to be a little weird when I start posting videos for a weekend and each video I wear exactly the same or something. But yeah, who watches all my videos in a row and who notices that anyway? So, but it would like make my time management more efficient. So like I wouldn't have to stop whatever I'm doing to record a video like this, but I could just say, okay, this day or those 2, 3, 4 hours are blocked to record videos about this topic. It would also then allow me to actually do some post processing, like some editing of the video, because I would know like it's not, I don't know, like today I'm actually recording early. It's like just barely 7:30 in the evening, usually, or sometimes, you know, if you watch some of my videos, I also end up recording at 1 in the morning, and for sure, like, while it may make a small difference, but I'm not gonna cut videos at 1 in the morning, but I want to get content out there so you can like get some value from it. Hopefully, I also hope this video provides you with some value and insights and ideas how to do your stuff better. Yeah. And well, that's the first way, where you put in some work and a system that makes sure it's delivered properly. Kind of like if you like have like some free ebook that you give away, and you create the page, you create the ebook, or you set up the ebook, but then some email autoresponder takes over the work of actually delivering it. Yeah, and make sure the client gets it in time, and they don't have to wait till you get up and check your orders and manually, hi, here's your ebook 10 hours later. Yeah, so it's kind of like this. And the second way obviously is like botting like some activities. Yeah, and there it goes like really far. For example, I made one video showing you like the Instagram bot that I've been using, and it's really a great piece of software. I run into some issues with it, it's great. So if you only want to bot Instagram, it's like an easy piece of software, and it's web based, and I can only recommend it. I will post a link down below. It's called EngagerMate, and it allows you to grow your Instagram following, because you simply configure it like which hashtags does your target audience like, what's like the Instagram accounts of your biggest competitors, because people who follow them are usually, if they would follow you, they would at some point maybe buy your product. Yeah, so like you want to reach them. So you set it up like with your biggest competitors, maybe with certain locations if you have a local store and stuff like that. And what the tool does, it automatically follows people, it likes people's posts, and then to some extent it sends them direct messages that you can configure. And well, this is really great. Like I'm now looking into automating even further, and not Instagram, because I don't want to like make it too much, yeah, but to automate other platforms. And then the option would be to like just use 5 different tools, and I'm trying to avoid that, A, because the costs sum up really quick, because usually it's like monthly fees for that stuff, and B, because you would have to maintain all these pieces of software. So currently, in one of the Instagram chatbot videos, somebody recommended Javi to me, and I took a look. I checked it out. I have it running on this screen that you do not see in the video, and or anyway, do not see in a podcast because there's no picture. Haha, and it really is like a great piece of software so far. Like it's very, very powerful. It has like a ton of settings, so it's like really for people who have no clue what they're doing. Don't play around with it yourself. Like just I don't know, get in touch with me. I offer like a setup service for $99, so like to set it up for you. And if you, it's a Windows software, that's the point. Yeah, like so it's a Windows software. So if you don't have a Windows PC that you can keep running, yeah, in the best case it would run 24/7. It's not going to do activity 24/7 because you can configure the times in which it should be active, which is really great considering that I'm in GMT +3. So like my US target audience usually like is still awake when I'm sleeping, even though my working days are quite long. So I can configure it to start like later in the day, because in the mornings I'm anyway, like my mornings, which is the middle of the night in the US, I'm anyway active myself, and then like be active when I'm long in bed, which is like an aspect which will like deliver the impression that I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say superhuman, but that I'm like not sleeping that much, still active. And what you can configure it for, it's really great. Like for example, in the moment I'm looking into LinkedIn marketing, and there it's all about connecting to people. You need a connection, then you can send them a message. Yeah. So, and you can set up like certain groups that you want to join, unjoin, and so on. And obviously based on keywords or specific groups that you look up before. And then you can like scrap the members list of the group, and you try to connect with each of the members, and you can set up a message that they get, and you can set up a message like a follow-up message if they didn't accept after certain days, or a follow-up message if they once they accepted. So you can like automate your like cold approach, like, hi, I would really like to connect with you, to see like if there's a way for us to collaborate in any way in the future or now, yeah, or something like that. You have to come up with like messages that fit to your business, to what you want to offer, and then you can define like which people to follow, like also based on hashtag and other stuff. And it will take the work out of like doing that manually, and it even like triggers it. It's not a bot, like a web-based bot that like does something through some API. It's written in JavaScript, and it emulates like user behavior, which means it emulates like you clicking somewhere, yeah, which is really great because it has random delays between everything, so it really looks like a human behavior, which is like makes it basically undetectable, yeah. And well, it gives you the advantage, so you could use it on LinkedIn to get in touch with everybody who is in your target audience if you are targeting like B2B, yeah, and or if the people you're targeting are usually on LinkedIn. But you would then only log into LinkedIn and check those people who accepted your connections and answered to your message, yeah. And it's really, really great because it saves you the time of like randomly clicking on people and or not randomly, but researching the people and getting in touch with them, and opens a new market for you. In that case, LinkedIn. Yeah, you may need the premium membership of LinkedIn, but once you have like the bot set up to do it for you, you will also make sure even on a busy day you will still get the most out of your premium membership because the bot is going to connect with people. And when it comes to Facebook, for example, there's like when you have a Facebook page which you need to run advertising and so on, so you post context on your Facebook page. But now the thing is, I also have Facebook friends, and not all of my friends like my Facebook page for whatever reason, yeah. So, but that's like, let's say I have like 200 people who are my friends but did not like my Facebook page, yeah. So if I, with my personal profile, go to my Facebook page and like my own content, and that's an important topic because some people are like, oh, that's like nobody should do that. But now think about this: if I like it, automatically up to 200 people that didn't like my page will see that content as well, and they are my friends, so maybe they have some interests similar that align, and maybe the offer is valid for them. But what's even more important, like on average, like years ago, I don't remember, I don't know the current numbers, but on average, years ago, the average Facebook profile had 500 friends, yeah. So when I then like something from my profile, from my with my personal profile on my Facebook page, I already reached 200 people. Now, if any of those 200 people likes, comments, shares, or whatever with this, yeah, for each of them I have the chance that one of their 499 other friends will also see that content, and it doesn't cost me anything. Now, I usually forget about doing this, like when I upload a video very late and I'm like then really like, okay, day is over, let's go to bed, yeah. But you can automate that. You can configure Javi to simply like the posts, yeah. You can configure it to send friend requests, which is the same thing like on LinkedIn. You like basically define groups where your target audience is in, like for maybe for entrepreneurs, for whatever. You set up like a message that goes along with like the friend request. If people decline your friend request, it's okay, or not accept it, it's okay. You can configure limits, how many friend requests you should send, so you don't run into Facebook like limits. Like you can, if you send, I don't know, 100 friend requests, like in a couple of minutes, Facebook will deactivate a feature for you for a certain amount of time because it will consider you a bot, yeah. And so you can send the initial message, and when they reply, I'm not sure, but I think also the second message you can already set up. But even if not, it means people who accepted your friend request, they will show up in your messenger, and then you can follow up with the second message where you also just fill in some like gaps, yeah, like the name of the person or the industry they are in or something, yeah. But it saves you time, and you can automatically join groups and then post to groups and stuff like that. While I wouldn't do the posting with Javi to certain groups unless it's some generic post like, oh yeah, like I really noticed that I don't or cannot focus that much when I'm listening to that kind of music. What kind of music are you listening to when you're working? Yeah. So while that like is really something I probably wouldn't do with Charvi, it's also a possibility. And you can go even further. There's this platform called Quora. I don't know how if I pronounce it right. It's like people ask questions like, I don't know, like how to cook this, how to make money online, a million different questions. People can provide answers. And there you can use, like you set up your profile, you set up your bio in the profile that tells a short story, like how great you are on your product. And then you can use it to automatically comment on stuff, like stuff and so on, upvote answers. Yeah, like if you create answers or like with a second account, you create answers or whatever. And you can use it to push it there. So like you don't have to be active. You can use it to automatically do stuff on Pinterest. Yeah. I think Pinterest was included. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, so Quora, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So even on YouTube, you can set it up to automatically watch certain videos. I don't know why you would do that because I don't think that you watching your own videos will count. But you can set it up that it automatically leaves some comments on videos with a certain keyword. Yeah, so it could automatically, while it's a little spammy, yeah, and people who recorded the videos will probably delete your comments at a certain point if they still maintain their YouTube channel. But you could automatically leave a comment like, oh, that video is really great, but actually I liked that video about how to make money online is really great, but actually like it's already outdated, like that's why I made my own version of it, like that fits to 2019 or something. Channel owners will hate it, but if you reach people with it, it's a great way to like pull audience into your channel. Yeah, like yes, not many people may read all their comments and so on, but the thing is, it's just an example. It's not something I'm doing. I'm just saying it's one thing that you could do with it. I like to automatically comment on YouTube videos, upvote them, downvote them, and a bunch of other things. So, and the thing is like, you set this up one time, it may like, again, like if you have no clue what you're doing, just get in touch with me and we talk about like the setup service. Yeah. And if you don't have a Windows PC, it's also not a problem. I offer like flat fee hostings, which means like you just pay a monthly fee and all the stuff runs on a server like I provide. And what the only crucial thing is like, because you know, every time you connect from something, like every of your connected devices has its own IP address, yeah, and its own MAC address. And obviously if I connect from here to somewhere, the server I'm connecting to sees the IP address from my like internet provider, like my local IP address, like that my whole network here at home has, yeah. And if like I would use Charvi on one machine to connect to Instagram and do something, and on the other hand, and that server may be in Frankfurt or in, I don't know, like San Francisco or California, wherever, yeah, and then I use my phone to connect to Instagram from a totally different location, well, then it's obvious that something doesn't match up, yeah, or add up. So like when you do something like that, when you use automated systems, while I'm at home, I can still use my devices easily to still use all those services because the IP addresses match up. Yeah, maybe I need to like consider still pausing the service for a certain time, because then it's hard that I write a comment on one YouTube video while I'm simultaneously like writing a comment myself on another YouTube video. So like that things will probably be noticed if somebody bothers to check. So, and of course, like while on some platforms, just to clarify it, on some platforms like automating certain stuff is against their terms of service, yeah, so it can get your accounts locked. But there's also, I saw one post today on Facebook in one of the groups, which is really great. One guy got on Instagram a message from a profile from a girl, yeah, it's like a fake profile. And it's like, yeah, if you want to spend time with me, like I really would love that too, but first go and like the profile of my business mentor, and then it has like the link to the business mentor's profile, who has like 800,000 followers on Instagram. And apparently, while his like targeting is really, really bad because he targets like horny dudes who want to meet with that girl, the idea is really great. Basically, he uses a bot that like to like contact people, like, yeah, here I am, like, oh yeah, follow me and blah blah blah. And then when they get in touch with the bot profile, he simply then via direct message tells them, you know what, like check out that business profile. So it would also, which means like if ever Instagram would notice that he's botting, he would not lose that 700,000 followers account. He would lose that small botting account he doesn't care about probably. Yeah. So if he would do it right, obviously he would target, like create a second account. Maybe I could, in my case, for example, I could create a personal account and say that's my personal account, and I run a bot there. And then everybody who connects with me instantly would get a message like, hi, it's so great to make your connection, thanks for following me, blah blah blah. If you're curious on what I'm doing, make sure to also check out my business profile, blah blah blah, and send them the link to my business profile. And this way, if at all, I could only lose that fake personal account of mine, and the business account would grow further. Yeah. And it's really I don't know, it's kind of there's let's call it a moral perspective, yeah, that botting is bad, yeah, but the thing is you cannot clone yourself, you cannot do 20 things at once. And there is I know a guy who bots hundreds of Instagram accounts at the same time, and he actually bots Facebook pages as well, and then uses the traffic, and on his botted Facebook pages he posts stuff that's bringing traffic to some certain services or offers or stuff like that, and he makes money like that. Yeah, it's that's his way of making money. And the point is while it may be an unfair advantage to you who tries to do that on your own, but you could do that yourself. Yeah, there's a risk that depending on what you do, and on which platform you're active, that it will lead to your accounts being closed. Yeah. But on the other hand, you also have to consider the upside of it. If you already have a great following and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't risk it. And if at all, you should do it with secondary accounts. Yeah. So to simply that guy I told you about, because simply then you would only lose them, and it wouldn't matter. And you wouldn't want to lose the following you already built up. But for everybody who's starting out, if you start a new Instagram account and you have 5 followers, people check your profile, they see you have 5 followers, they're I'm not gonna follow this guy. Yeah? So something like that. And it's therefore it evens kind of the playing field a little bit. Yeah. And I'm sure I cannot prove it, but I'm sure there's enough other people out there using bots or buying followers, otherwise it wouldn't be such a great industry. And while buying followers will only get you a lot of fake follows usually, or from some countries you don't care about, botting will actually get you the followers of your target audience if you set the bot up right. Yeah. So that said, yeah, who of you is currently already using post schedulers, and which one are you using and why? What's the reason why I didn't pick any of the others? Again, I know some more than Buffer and Social Pilot, but I only have tested those 2, so I cannot speak for all the others. I would be curious to hear about the others. And who of you is already partially automating his social media activities to simply be more active, get more seen on the platforms, yeah? And what do you think about it? If you don't like it, also let me know in the comments below. There's there's no right approach to it. We can obviously have different opinions on something. In the end, results matters, and to not deceive people. That's what matters. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you tomorrow with episode number 30. I'm so stoked. 30 episodes in a row plus all the other videos. It's an insane month has gone by. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.